preview of the Champions League.
Champions League final, Manchester
Congratulations.
City against Chelsea. Congrats to these two teams.
Once again, we have an all-English final.
Ooh.
Hopefully Europa also.
Yep.
Oh,
Why you so loud?
sorry, accidentally.
Good evening.
Oh,
Good evening.
Sorry.
Mr.
That
Good-
came out wrong.
Yeah,
Arsenal
don't laugh
fans,
so loud,
I'm
okay?
sorry. I apologize. I
Be
shouldn't have
positive.
laughed out because, the positivity is there for Arsenal.
So
Even though they're 2-0
seasons
down,
ago, like 2 seasons ago.
2-0 down, they still have a chance. Again.
Okay, but this one, back to the Champions League
Right.
finals.
Yes.
We were going to have a preview.
Rehearsal, dress
rehearsal,
rehearsal.
dress
Yeah.
rehearsal,
So
because
this-
in the EPL week 35, Manchester City will go up against
Chelsea.
Chelsea on Sunday,
Yep.
12:30 in the morning. So whoever wins maybe might be a a preview of what's to come in the Champions League.
What's to come, and I think City has is more motivated because
Why?
any
I
wins,
actually beg to differ because
Chelsea is
I think
more motivated.
I think Chelsea will be more motivated because City has nothing to lose anymore.
But this is a double, no?
No, to me,
This- they are going to go for a double.
Yeah,
You
no.
continue
You see,
your point first.
the thing is,
Yeah.
Guardiola as a tactician would want to kind of play his cards to himself because like what we are saying, right? It's a dress rehearsal. So
Yeah.
most people would speculate and tout this as a dress rehearsal too. So if both managers were to just go at it and expose their tactics for the night, then it's no fun.
It makes sense.
You know what I mean? It's no fun. So Guardiola will play his cards correctly because he's got a expendable team in of sorts because
He got a bigger margin.
he's got a bigger margin. He's just 3 points away from carrying the title, so he can afford to lose at Chelsea. He wouldn't care less because at the end of the day, if that helps him not expose his tactics for the night and don't allow Chelsea to kind of buy into their game plan, I think that itself he's already won the mind game. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
and
think
Chelsea needs to win, right?
Yeah,
Because
so
there's still
Chelsea
West Ham
will-
and Liverpool
that's right.
behind them.
Yeah.
Chelsea will have to win because I mean, of course, if they eventually go on to win the Champions League, that's granted they will get Champions League spot. But the thing is now it's a subjective thing. So Chelsea will go harder, but City will slack off because why? They can preserve the team and just hit because they've got good players in the bench too. So they will probably rotate and not try to expose themselves too much against Chelsea. And on the actual day of final, they'll just go all out.
No, to me, it's like, first of all, if they beat Chelsea and then they continue to win, it's much closer for them to lift up the title faster.
So they want to finish
They will
it
want to
at
finish it
Chelsea,
fast.
then
or finish it-
after
yes.
that, then they...
Because if let's say you lift up the trophy, the players will be motivated to play against Chelsea. And it's a mind game where my team beat your team once. So this final, we can beat you again. It's a mind game already. And Guardiola having the quality that he has, he don't need the tactics. His players are playing at such a mode now that it just goes very well.
He doesn't have Kante though.
Okay lah, yeah.
Kante is the difference maker.
Kante. The
and
meme.
Tuchel he has
that's the
been doing
thing.
a lot of
It is-
good things, right? at
Correct. It's up
Chelsea.
to Tuchel itself to find out how to counter Guardiola rather than Manchester City. I mean, Chelsea being more motivated right now. I feel that Tuchel actually has the slightly harder time to figure out what Pep is going to do.
Yeah.
Right. So I think
That's why
motivation
I
now
think
is
the
more on City.
incentives are much more higher for Chelsea versus City because City, like I said, if Guardiola does not want his game plan to be exposed, he wouldn't play his best 11. I'm pretty sure he will probably field another solid team as his first 11 versus the team that he's going to fill in for the dress rehearsal because there's no need. Really no need. He in just one game, 3 points. That's all he needs to win the league, and then all his focus then will shift to Champions League.
Anyway, it doesn't matter lah.
He'll probably
This
preserve.
show is about perspective.
Yeah, correct.
Huh?
Yeah.
This show is about
To me,
perspective.
it's-
I also 50-50 now. Who is trying?
I think both of the both teams, only Chelsea will try harder City will just play their normal game.
So what's your prediction
I'm going for a draw.
Draw.
This is going to be a draw.
I think City will win. City will win, but it's a good scoring game. Werner will not score, of course. 3-2.
He will miss the most.
City will win 3-2.
City will win.
City will win 3-2.
Draw. Okay.
Draw.
Then I take Chelsea. Chelsea to win. Wait, but who's home?
City.
City.
At Etihad.
Empty heart.
Okay lah, draw lah.
But they're used to playing at empty stadium, so it's okay.
It's empty
Yeah, you
heart.
play
Okay,
anywhere
so
else,
Chelsea.
They play anywhere
Anyway,
else.
congrats to the Chelsea women's team as well. I think they're in the
They also
finals
made
as
it to
well,
the final.
correct.
Yes,
to the
correct.
finals
Yeah.
as well. I
That's
think Chelsea will try their best. Chelsea will try to win City because they need the points. Because they also have a difficult game after that. Against a tough team.
So that brings you to the next game lah, On
is
next
it?
Thursday.
Am I
next
hinting?
Thursday, which is the London Derby.
London Derby.
So Chelsea will be hosting Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, right? On Thursday.
Yeah,
Usually
Europa
we won't-
finalists hopefully.
Yeah, we
by
won't
then.
mention this usually because Arsenal is at 9th spot, but because Chelsea is at 4th spot, but it's also a London derby.
Yeah.
And derbies we always mention.
Yes,
Derbies,
correct.
yeah. This will be some okay, never mind. I was prematurely celebrating because you guys
Why?
not finalists yet. I was thinking like, wow, Champions League finalists against Europa League finalists, but
I got
Nah.
two options.
ah,
If Arsenal wins tonight and goes into the Europa final, they would lose to Chelsea. But this is not their next game, right?
It's not,
Arsenal's next game is
it's not,
against
it's not,
Leeds, I think.
it's not.
Yeah. So okay lah, maybe they will win. So Arsenal will lose one game and win another. So just flip flop lah. Then you just follow that pattern. It's okay. Easy to predict Arsenal.
I mean, I think your next immediate game is actually against West Brom.
Oh, West Brom. Okay, not Leeds.
So
sorry.
it's gonna be. I hope it's an easy one because West Brom, it's at the Emirates. So home
It
advantage.
doesn't
will
matter
probably-
also.
Doesn't matter.
Same like us.
Yeah. it
They
doesn't-
same like us. Our home form is lousier than our away, right? Remember?
Yeah.
This season we same.
So if we win Europa, we will lose at West Brom. If we lose at Europa, we will win at West Brom.
So
But then
tonight-
you win.
Let's see.
But
Let's
then
see.
you must win the next game against Chelsea.
Yes.
Or they can lose tonight and they can lose at Chelsea as well.
Just, I think the best scenario for all of us collectively is that you go on and win your Europa against Mr. Good Evening,
Okay.
and then we can see each other in the
Yeah,
finals.
yeah.
And
That's
then
really
you go and
exciting.
you can lose against West Brom,
Okay.
but win against
Wins
Chelsea.
against Chelsea.
Then,
Why?
He has a better chance against your team, I think, in the final. That's why he wants.
Oh.
No, you go and win Chelsea so that you can bring out the points, then you can bring their points down.
Yes.
Then it will give them
a good season for us.
Then listen. Then it will give them good. Then because they lost to you, they'll drop points, right? Then they will beat harder, try
For
to
the
win.
Champions League.
Yeah, then they will try to win City.
Oh.
They'll
So
go
win-
harder.
So basically,
Your aim,
win-win for him. That's what I'm saying. Win-win for him.
because you don't want City to win, right? You're rivals.
I don't want. I mean, they have a potential to win 2 cups.
Yeah.
Drop one
It's going to be the first time they win the Champions League.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, first time they will win Champions League.
Yeah. Not the first time for Pep, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course
he is. Yeah.
Of
So
course
it's not first time for him. He already got, I think, a lot at his house already.
I don't mind. Okay, I think a lot of people want Manchester City not to win the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
But I don't mind them winning, because they got nice players.
Yeah,
Like Gundogan is a nice player.
Yep.
because he just packed him with his FIFA 21 FUT Kanasai.
No. I get what
Bernardo
you mean.
Silva?
Huh?
Yeah,
Bernardo Silva?
they've got The thing is, they've got.
Sorry,
decent players.
I got agenda against Bernardo Silva, so I have no comments.
Why though?
Because the time that we are supposed to be crowned champions, right? Everybody does a lap of honor. They clap. He's the only player who doesn't clap.
Why
when
he
we play
didn't
against
clap?
them.
Why?
Disrespect, right? Everybody, all his teammates clap because Liverpool won the trophy already. So, right?
Oh,
he
you got
doesn't clap.
personal
So
lah.
I got agenda against Bernardo Silva. So every time I got his cut in FUT, I quickly sell it.
What about Aguero? Aguero, this is
Aguero,
his last,
okay.
sponsor.
Aguero,
He's
okay.
nice
Some more
guy,
he's
no?
Argentinian.
Yeah, he's Argentinian.
Yeah, so
let him win the Champions
don't play
League.
with my mind. Don't play with my mind.
No, but I get your point. I think City has got good players and well-deserving players. You talk about De Bruyne, you talk about the young Phil Foden, and then Gundogan is one example. So they are all good athletes of the game, and I think they deserve to win the Champions League at least once in their club career. I mean, of course,
Chelsea next season or something lah.
I mean, as a United fan, of course, I honestly, you know, you're talking about English rivals. It'll be heartbreaking to see any of the both teams to win. I mean, we also wouldn't want Chelsea to win. But at the end of the day, when it comes to all fairness, both teams have earned their spot. They've at the end of the day played.
I got a point to say.
They've at the end of the day played good football, and they've definitely won fairly. And
Why you laugh?
Sorry.
Why you laugh? Okay. What's your point?
yeah, why you laugh?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny that we're saying in all fairness and all that, but these two teams are the biggest spenders in the league. If they are not in the finals, something is wrong.
So they got through because of money, is it? Are you saying that?
I mean,
I don't want to say
you cannot discount it.
Yeah,
You
I'm not
cannot
gonna.
discount
I don't want to say, but the thing is that
But aren't Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG are spending more money and owing more money than them?
and look at them. They are owing money. They are going to.
They're not in the finals.
They are in the semi-finals.
Only two teams can be in the final.
Yes, PSG. Can I kick out by who? Chelsea.
So it's a battle of the money.
Real Madrid. Yes,
Money bags.
correct. It's this four in the semi-finals. Everybody is saying already. These four flouting the FFP rules. If they're not in the final, something is wrong, man. And it's about who spends more in this final. That's why it's like, yeah, probably.
Are you saying that even with Lampard, they will get through to the Champions League final?
No, I do not discount Tuchel as a manager.
Yeah, you are. By saying this.
No, I'm saying that this
Elson.
fight. Don't bring. Basically, you
all
can
the
say
Chelsea
Imran.
fans,
Yeah.
come on.
No, I'm saying that yes, you need a very good manager to helm a rich team, but a very good team consisting of players which cost millions and millions of dollars. Yes, you need. But why Farid always say that he's a fraud? Because Pep is a fraud. Because why? They spend a lot of money.
This guy also said
Right.
Pep is a fraud.
Yeah, right? So it's like, of course, you need a good manager. But if you spend so much money and you don't win any trophies, something is going to go wrong.
You see,
Right.
the whole concept of all these multi-million
Something
dollar buys, right, is when you look at their transfer policy, Chelsea is pretty smart. They kind of hawk all the young talents very early on, keep them in the academy and loan them out.
Yep.
So they don't give other clubs chance to buy them at a young ripe age. City, on the other hand, is they just go for established players. They don't have a young player transfer policy. You know, they just go and they bought Ruben Dias, established player in the Portuguese league. Just go and grab him.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. They just go for established players, and then you've got other clubs where they invest in youngsters and a mix of established players.
What do you see Arsenal doing?
What?
Hey, why you so quiet? Sir?
The thing is that because you suddenly
Everybody
you
scratch
suddenly
their ears. You see?
In recent years,
both at the same time. Why you doing?
because you just take
I
it as a bag.
thought you were gonna ask about United. So if you ask me, United has invested in you.
Of course, you all will be familiar with your
Yeah,
own
okay.
class, right?
Let's talk about Arsenal. Lah. In a way, Arsenal. Then I would rather
Free
root
players.
for Arsenal. I would rather root for Arsenal if let's say they're in the final, right? Okay, not aside from United against Arsenal, I would say Arsenal is underdog, so I will root for Arsenal. The only
So
thing
Arsenal
that
win versus Chelsea lah.
the only no, this one different.
They're different, okay.
This one, let's say you guys are in the
Stature,
final with
it's
him,
about stature,
right?
okay.
But his team has been playing very good football. So in a way, I think they deserve the Europa League
finals,
the
to be in
trophy
there.
itself.
Okay.
Yes, but for Arsenal, right? Just for the sake of Arteta and the team and the way they are an underdog and pushing above their weight and all that, I would support Arsenal instead. But it's hard for me to support the two teams any four teams actually. Don't need to say two teams. Any of the four teams in the semi-finals or Champions League semi-finals, right? Any of these four, if you ask me to pick a winner, I would just say if I pick any one of them,
What does it matter?
yeah, it doesn't matter, man. These guys has spent a lot.
Yep.
It kind of not an underdog story. This season, the Champions League final after this, right? It's not underdog story that we can root for anybody. Whereas now we are rooting for Villarreal, we are rooting for Arsenal. United, they are in turmoil now at the moment. Other than their team playing very well, they are in turmoil because of their money, their owners, and all that crap. So part of me was saying that but the way they play, they deserve. The Europa League final has a slightly better looking tournament, or like better looking.
In fairness.
Yes, in fairness. More than the Champions League final.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I sound quite smart.
Very philosophical, are you?
Not bad. But our team not philosophical. Our team sucks. So in all fairness, I think Chelsea will still win.
Against Arsenal.
Against us, lah.
After all he said on a small print, I think they've invested and loan. You're talking about Odegaard,
very good loan.
Ceballos. Yeah. So I think at the end of the day, you are also being impacted by the club owner whose refusal to spend. It's clearly showing. I mean, I think it was already prevalent during Arsene Wenger's time, and it has just kind of continued up to now.
A lot more obvious now, lah.
Arteta. So you can tell that in years to come, if Arsenal fail to invest, then
I think talking about money, right? When you're talking about Manchester City spending and the owners throwing money, and you don't like Chelsea. So I guess as an Arsenal fan, right, I don't want Arsenal to go down that Chelsea route or reputation, or maybe Manchester City's reputation. So I don't mind that the owners, maybe now that we all talk about money, I don't mind that the owners are not putting a lot of money to buy the Haalands or the Neymars. You know, I just want Arteta with his batch of players to be the underdog and be successful despite of all these things that they face. You know, and they do have good players. They did buy good players. I think Gabriel was a good buy. I think Tierney was a good buy. I think even Partey was a good buy, and he's one of the most expensive, right? And they made good business by selling all these, loaning out Guendouzi and getting rid of Ozil and all that. So even with, it's a balance. It's a balance because they have some loan players like Odegaard and Ceballos, and they also did spend money. They did spend money. So I feel that, for me as an Arsenal fan, in terms of money spent, right? I don't need throwing all that money. Let's do this the underdog way, right? Spend a bit of money with whatever players that you have. Come on, Arteta, with that Arsenal spirit, right? Ex-player, now manager, go fight. It makes it, and go win that Europa final.
It is all that more sweeter when you do that. Like example, Leicester City, very good example. Right, with nobody's in the team. True underdog story. Bring a whole team of like unknown players and bring like Mahrez and Kante out into the limelight. Whole season they were blitzkrieging everybody. The only problem is that football now is a business. If you don't spend, like, look at Leicester, the next season they sell Kante, they sell Mahrez, everything. Mahrez stayed for one season. After that.
But when you talk about the hearts of fans, right? They win it.
Of course. They win even us.
Even all the other fans of the other clubs, they will say, "No, look,
Leicester City,
we don't mind Leicester. You know, we don't hate them the way they do
but
about
that's
their
the thing.
business."
You only have one trophy in like so many seasons, and
so many
it's
years.
okay lah, better than Blackburn. One season, then after that relegated. Okay.
Relegated, then go down somewhere.
So it's okay.
I mean, it depends. If you are able to if you are able to stay up, or you are able to stay and fight against the big teams by having good youth, by investing properly in loans and all that,
and sticking to your manager,
and having a good manager, it's fine. But unfortunately, there will always be teams like Manchester City and Chelsea and Real Madrid,
but
Barcelona.
The justification of Chelsea is saying that the club saying that, hey, look, yes, we rotate managers, we keep firing them, but it leads to success. It's proven. What do you agree to that statement? What do you think of that statement?
I mean, it's just money talking. You just have to justify the money spent
Quick success
by showing titles, right? I mean, they are just the perfect example because they've done it numerous times, and in fact they've won Champions League even when Mourinho wasn't there. You know, so the thing is, at the end of the day, the players matter, and they just couldn't care less about the managers. In this current season, they just failed to give Lampard the time to adapt his team because eventually he chose the players who are playing for Tuchel now, and signed for they all signed for Frank, but now they're playing for Tuchel. So it's just different management. I get it, but at the end of the day, they just failed to give time to Lampard. Whereas with Tuchel, because they already know that this guy has got experience, he's gonna just drill in everything he's got to make them winning again. Frank was trying to teach a philosophy. He was trying to build his team. He's trying to build them, like, I would say, almost close to like Sir Alex Ferguson way. You learn my Frank
that needs
way.
time.
You know,
That
you
needs time.
yeah, and you
Nurturing the
exactly.
players,
So,
yeah.
whereas this is the thing. Like, this guy has got the formula for success. This guy was not going for the formula of success, but he was trying to, you know,
the roots and the foundation.
exactly. He was building up the equation,
Yeah,
whereas this guy was already having the formula to solve the problem. He's just building it. So that's the difference.
Yeah.
Money talks lah. In the end, I think money talks. Like I said before, football now is a business. Unfortunately, if you don't invest or anything, yes, you can win one season, you can win 2 seasons, you can give a good fight against their teams, but quality will always be. It's very evident in Liverpool, example. We have a very good first team. Our front three not firing. Our defense lost all the defenders. Look what happens, right? We kind of bang in goal
Then,
left.
okay,
and
then
right,
I mean, just to just throw in for an addition topic, right? Then what would you describe Mourinho going to Tottenham then? Tottenham had quality. They have quality. They've got the best striking partnership in Kane and Son, and they've got a not too bad midfield. Defense can be better, but still not too bad.
Yeah.
But what failed for Mourinho?
Mourinho lost the plot, I think. He lost the plot. I think he was having good at first because Kane
and
Son
sometimes they
was-
were the top of the league, then second of the league.
Then after that he lost the plot. He was trying to play in a way that probably the players are not used to. Certain tactics, his defense, he doesn't invest. His defense, he was depending on Kane and Son to fire more
At the
than
end
what
of
they
the day,
concede.
he's going to a club that has won nothing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and they have invested in nothing.
Yeah.
They have not bought players,
Yes.
right? So
Eriksen who left won something.
yeah, man.
Lukaku
Inter.
who left won something. No,
Yeah,
I
Sanchez
just
who
said it.
left was. But yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
but going
Right?
back to Spurs,
Yeah, so going. If
I
you
mean,
go back to
he
Spurs,
even loaned Gareth Bale, who's a proven Champions League winner.
look what Gareth
But,
Bale did now.
like-
He scored hat-trick at last game.
it's all about potential. Maybe you see Spurs as a potentially good club.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
But
the
in
point.
terms of achievement,
They are
is
not
there.
achievement. Yeah. They.
Mourinho can talk about Ole, what has he achieved compared to me. What has Spurs achieved?
When you are at Spurs, what has you
Yeah,
achieved?
you can have all the potential, but at the end of the day,
It's
it
just
comes down to the
potential.
last game of the season.
Yeah.
It comes down to the final, right?
Like example, Klopp, Ole, who has been at United for like 6 years now, 5 years, 6 years.
Huh?
How many years?
What?
4 years. Ole.
3 years.
As manager,
3 years. Okay, 3 years.
3
3
years,
years, right?
Took
After
over
3 years now,
December
they are in the
2019.
Europa League final and potentially going to be Europa League champions, right? Klopp,
being second twice in both seasons, right? They were
No,
second.
third. The previous season, second.
Oh,
now.
okay.
So
And then-
there's improvement.
yeah, you can see improvements, right? But I mean, there are things to achieve, right? Progress is there.
Progress, yes. That's the
Klopp
word.
has been at Liverpool after 4 years. Then finally he's like, okay, within 5 years we are going to win something, and he won like 4 trophies in one season. And after that, I mean, look at where us now, lah. But that's the thing. The progress is always there. There is an achievement there where you see, okay, my target is 5 years. I want to win trophy. Ole, be patient with Ole, and we are going to reach somewhere. And they are in the final now, most probably lah. But Mourinho, he took over the Spurs team. He doesn't show any progress. He was winning things at first, but after that, when he lost the plot, their form just dipped. And the thing is, he may got tactics wrong, or he may lost the back room where the players are not performing for him,
or they don't believe in his strategy
yes,
anymore.
or anything, right? He may be a good personality to be interviewed and all that, but all these things add up, and Spurs is underperforming. So that's where sometimes it takes a whole circle. It's a whole thing that has to be combined together, and then you get a good performing team. And unfortunately for Spurs, there's always a piece missing, and then they will sputter and just not perform at the end of the season, and they win nothing. So for Spurs, they are an anomaly. Right? For Arsenal,
20 years also never achieve anything.
yeah, but progress is there. Like Arteta, right? We
Progress.
have seen they are performing
in terms
better
of
under
play,
Arteta compared to like Unai,
Yeah.
right? They are performing better now.
Stats wise, he did worse than Unai, but
Yeah, but you can see.
performance wise, we can see that.
Yes.
Has he equaled the number of matches?
No, I
already?
don't
Not
think
yet,
so. I
right?
don't think so. He's still losing.
Yeah.
So then it's still not
But
wave to
we
compare.
please give these managers time.
Yes.
Like how you have belief in
Time
Ole,
is
give them time.
always the
Give them
essence,
time. We need
huh?
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
give them time.